What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's another photo retouching tutorial in Photoshop, and we have an awesome image on the screen. And this time around we're going to be doing some photo retouching to make the image stand out, to make the model especially stand out in the image. So this is what I'm going to do for us to achieve what you see on the thumbnail. This is what we're going to do. Right, so first thing first, the image is, the model is actually sitting, and as you can see, we can actually do any frequency separation. We just want to make our body, the model, pop out more than the background. So all this distracting thing in the background, we're going to tidy that up. All right, so that is the aim of the video. So first thing first, let's go to the camera raw, filter, and make some white balance adjustment. So like I said, white balance is a very big tool or great tool that actually correct your photo 100% or maybe 50%. Yeah, so let's try it out. Let's take it. First of all, if you go to a shot auto, you see that nothing is being done. All right, it's not too different from the act shot. So let's pick an object that is actually white. We can see that this place is white or this place is white. So I'm just going to select there, and you can see, boom, it's actually adjusted the image to some extent. Okay, so without further ado, let's keep on going. Let's bring down the white, and assuming it's capture one, we can actually know where it's actually clipping. But if you bring down the highlight, you see that image remains tall. But I want to increase the highlight and then bring down the white, so more like you are trying to create a contrast on the highlight and the rest part. So you can also bring down the blacks and the shadows. I'm just going to increase the shadows, just like doing the opposite. Okay, so on the texture, I'm going to bring it down a little. I don't want textures, I want just the model to pop out the more. All right, so I'm not going to touch this tone contrast tool. I think I'm done with the basic tool, basic tab, and I'm going to go to the curve. And for the curve, let's zoom out a little bit. I'm just going to create an S curve for the contrast that we have. So bring this one all the way down. But that's too much, and you can actually decrease opacity in this one. So that's too bright. I'm just going to take it down a little. So we're right there. It's actually good to me. All right, so I'm going to close it, and we can see the before and after of that. Creates a little bit contrast between the blacks and the white. Let's go to the color mixer, and this again, I can see that there's so many, maybe orange or yellow. So let's try and pick out the color. So for the oranges, I'm trying to work on our skin, so it's actually red. I'm not going to take it towards the red, I'm going to take it towards the yellow, and the yellows towards the yellow too. So somewhere like this. I'm going to go to the saturation and also work. I'm only working on the skin color, so let's increase the saturation of the yellows and the orange, so something like this. And let's go to the luminosity, and to get more color out of it, I'm going to decrease the orange and also decrease the yellows. Okay, so now we can actually work on the background right now. Now on the background, I see this green leaf, of which I love so much. But we can actually increase the hue to make it more greenish, and whatever color we have, we can increase the saturation and increase that of the the blues and the purples. She's putting on something like that, and the magenta. Okay, so to make that actually pop out the more, we're going to go to the luminance so that we decrease that of the shade, bring down the brightness of the purples, bring down the brightness of the magenta, and the blues also bring down the luminosity. So now the red, let's work on the red. Increase the saturation of the red, and go to the hue and bring back the saturation of the hue of the red to make it look like this. All right, so let's see the before and after of the color mixer. Just a little bit change, and you can see just a little bit. If we hold it down, you can see the difference. It actually brings down the color a little bit more. All right, so after that, we go to the calibration, and then on the calibration, she's fair skin, so I like taking this upwards to somewhere like that. So let's leave it at 20. Let's start with 20. Bring down the blue primary to 20, also 21. Then let's find the sweet spot for the green. So bringing it back or front, whichever suits the image properly. So I guess moving it forward suits the image properly. Alright, so I'm gonna click on OK, and we have this. Alright, so I forgot to bring up the before and after, so I'm quickly going to drop the photo again. Alright, so I brought the photo back so you can see the before and then the after. So one other thing we can actually do to make the image pop out the more, we can create a curve layer, curve adjustment layer, and then let's bring down this just a little bit, not too much, and I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna invert it, and this time around use the brush tool, and let's paint over the model. Brush tool, and I'm gonna paint over the model. I want to hide it. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yeah. So let's invert the mask, and then we can paint over X, paint over to make a pop up the more. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, just so you won't notice in all the whole area. Somewhere like this. I'm gonna bring it up, bring it like this, then hit X on the keyboard. So we can double click, and then I'm just gonna bring it down from the brighter areas, and then Alt click, and I'll do the same for this one. Alt click, bring it up, and then click on OK. So we can see the effect. I'm gonna bring this one down from the opacity, and then we have this, so you can see before and then the after. You can actually also blur the images the more, so I like doing that with a specific tool, but I'm gonna leave it like this. I feel the image is good, so I'm gonna combine these two together, merge layers, and we can do more, but I'm gonna stop here for the now. Alright, so let's see our before and then after. So if you find the video helpful, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This edit is just based on camera raw filter, but if you want to go further, we can actually click on the color balance tool and get more color grade. For this one, I'm going to increase the red, or taking it, let's increase the red and take it towards the yellows, and we can find the sweet spot for this one. So I don't want greens, I want the magenta to stand out. So that's for the midtones. For the shadows, let's put it more blues. Let's put it more blues. And to make it cooler, we can take this one towards the front, just a little bit. And let's find a sweet spot for the magenta. I'm going to take it towards the magenta, -5. Alright, for the highlight, okay, to make things more dramatic, let's also take it towards the blues. And then decrease the red. Yeah, let's decrease the red just a little, -6, and we can leave this one +1, and we've color graded it, and we can see the before and then the after, how deep the photo is. So we can group these two together and then look at the before and then the after. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. But if you want to leave the color balance out of it, before and after, but with the color balance give more dimension, you can actually reduce the fill also to some extent. Alright, so let's see before and then after, before and then after. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.